Okay, let's now consider a one-sample design, which is another of the study designs that you can select for your proposal. So, as the name suggests, in a one-sample design, you have a single sample of individuals. You will have collected data on some continuous variable, i.e. interval or ratio scale data, and you're interested in comparing that to some reference value to see whether it differs or is similar. So let's visualize this. You have a single sample of individuals, you collect some variable, for example body mass, and then you compare that to some reference value. Let's see how we can adapt our general linear model for this kind of study design. So, to remind you of the general linear model, we typically have some outcome y that we're interested in predicting. And in the form you were initially introduced to, we have a predictor variable x. But in our single sample design, we only have one variable, which essentially means that x is equal to 0. We have no values of x, which means that if we were to determine some slope and multiply it by x, it would be 0, which means that we can simplify our general linear model to essentially this. And we can even get rid of the 0 because it's pretty redundant. And now it becomes what is sometimes called an intercept-only model, where essentially y is predicted from some intercept plus error. And this is essentially equivalent to saying that we can predict y from the mean value of y plus some error, which is basically the standard deviation of this distribution of variables, or of data, sorry. Now, in terms of the statistical tests, you will sometimes come across what is called a one-sample t-test. And that is essentially what this is. A one-sample t-test is a linear regression model or a general linear model with an intercept only. Again, if we have some data that is not typically normally distributed, we can also apply our linear model to the rank transformed data, or the signed ranks of the data more correctly. And for this, we have what's called a non-parametric version of the one-sample t-test, which is called a Wilcoxon test. There will be a short video showing you how to do all of these analyses and their equivalents in JASP